My kids would have been 5 and 3, and we were living in a small house in Loftons Road in Ringwood, which turned into a highway. And I went looking for a private block, and I found this block, which is quite large. We bought the block of land. It was probably one of the first houses in the street, and we built from scratch. It was a Lucas Morris home, but we enlarged it with the extra room on the back and made some of the rooms actually bigger than they were. So the house is designed to face north because there's lots of glass space, so in the summer the light doesn't come in, but in the winter the sunlight comes about halfway into the room. So the block had to have been quite a large one, and it had to face north. Well, most of the rooms are quite large, so in the, say, front living area it's quite a family room, but it also can be quite sophisticated. There's an open fireplace, which is really nice to sit there with the fire going at night. Move into the dining room, which is still quite a large room, through to the family areas, the kitchen, the rumpus room. My favourite space would be the kitchen, running into the family room and the rumpus room. Big kitchen, big sort of gourmet Ilve stove, lots of room on the benches. I can see what the kids are doing. People can sit, relate to me while I'm cooking. I can move to the outside through any of the rooms, to the outdoor area where there's more seating. When the kids were little, I used to be able to watch them in the backyard. So over the years we've had a lot of functions here. We've had progressive dinners from the kids' schools, we've had family Christmas because it's a big house. There's a lot of entertaining areas, room for lots of people inside and outside. High ceilings was something I always wanted. It was light and airy and didn't feel enclosed. The rooms are all feel very spacious, and I think the high ceilings encourage that. Well, I think my favourite time of the year would be from now, autumn through the winter, because the sun starts to stream into the rooms through the clerestory windows. So at different times of the day you've got the dappled light on the carpets or quite direct sunlight when it's cold inside, and it's quite warm. You feel like you're outside because there's so much glass. We built this because of where it was in relation to what's quiet, it was private, it was safe for the kids when they were little, it was close to their schools. They ended up going to Yarra Valley. It was still close for them to get the train if they wanted to go to uni and that sort of thing. It's walking distance to the station still. The bus is a couple of 100 metres down the road that goes to either Croydon or Ringwood. And now we've got the freeway, which is about 5 minutes from here, straight down Mount Dandenong Road, and you're on to the eastern. We built this as a family home when we had 2 young boys. We wanted a big yard for them to be able to race around in. And so there were a lot of young families in the street that the kids grew up with, and now the generations have sort of changed. So most of the people of my generation whose kids have left home are moving on, and the houses in the street are following, so there's younger families coming into the area. For me, I want to see my home go to someone who appreciates it as a family home. It needs to be filled with little kids and lots of laughter and lots of fun, which is what's happened here over the years.